What up? Welcome back to the channel. Jeremy Googe here. Today we're going to talk, hopefully kind of briefly, about my newest purchase, my newest camera bag. I'm a bag guy, I'm a knife guy, I'm an EDC, still carry, I like all those things, all the guy toys, if you will. And bags are important to me. I have different bags for different purposes, and I've been a photographer and a creative for 20 years almost now, and I've had multitudes of different bags. I've had bags that worked really well for one thing, but only one thing. And I've never found a bag that would check more than a couple boxes. And I've tried a lot. I mean, currently, as of filming this today, which is May 22nd, I still have 4 camera bags, 5 technically. Alice has one that he uses, and a Pelican case. Just to touch on the Pelican case real quick, it's the 1610, I think, the rolling Pelican case, and that holds all of my video lights and ND filters when I need them. So it's in my bag. We'll get to that in a minute. But what am I looking for in a bag when I am shopping for a camera bag? One, I want it to look good, and I want it to be massive. Venta makes a very, very strong contender in this realm. But the pads were too thin, the shoulder straps were too narrow, and they weren't thick enough. So let's start with the bags that I currently have. The bags in my arsenal currently are my Atlas Adventure Pack. I also have a son named Atlas, so I'm a little biased. But that's my bag for overnight trips, elopements, things, any shoot that I'm going to be traveling or hiking, longer distance. That's the bag to go for. It's huge, but it holds everything that I would need it to hold. But it's not a bag that I'm going to throw around and take to work every day. It's not a bag I'm going to toss in my back and go down to the tavern. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a bag that's easy to maneuver regularly. Okay, so that takes that bag off the table. My second bag is basically my film bag. I've got the leather Ona, I think it's the Brixton. I'm not 100% sure. I love throwing my Mamiya 645 in there, and the Nikon F3, maybe the Olympus XA, maybe one of my point and shoot film cameras, and it's quick access. Sometimes I use it on wedding day too, just to keep a couple extra lenses in, but not very often. I tend to run a harness, a couple batteries in my pocket, a lens or two on each camera, and I'm pretty good for the day. The bag that I had prior to the one that we're going to talk about today is the PGY Tech Oni bag. And this bag is incredible. It's digital camo, it's rugged, it checked a lot of the boxes for me, but it's really, really thick. And I know it doesn't matter to some people, and I'm a big guy probably, so it probably didn't look as big on me as I feel like it looked all the time. And it was so close. And I carried the bag for about a year. I bought it from my buddy Jordy, who currently has it right now. I'll send if he can make use of it again. But just kept needing something. And the bag that we're going to talk about today is the Hex Backloader in camo. Yes, I have a camo pro. Okay. I wouldn't consider this digital camo, but I guess it is because it's not like a floral pattern or a leaf pattern. It's more modern camo, I guess. And I like to stay up on my desk, so I'm gonna let it right there for now. Real quick, things I love about this bag that I didn't know I was looking for until I had it. The laptop compartment is in the front of this bag under the really, really satisfying clip. Just pinch it, it opens up. There's a YKK zipper, and the laptop sleeves there in the front, which is good for a few reasons. One, I don't have to open the back of my bag to dump out all of my camera gear trying to get my laptop out, which is the problem with the last bag. And they've got this felt inside that is so satisfying. Just slide my tablet in or my laptop. It feels safe, but I feel like it's going to keep it from getting scratched. And it's just smooth. It's in and out. There's no resistance. And it's the little things. It's the texture. It's the little nuances that make using that part of the bag better than I anticipated. I didn't think I'd care for it as much as I do, but it's currently my favorite aspect of this bag. There's another pocket just like that in the very front for It says a tablet, but I mean, you're not getting anything bigger than a phone in there probably. But it's great for that. Throw your cell phone in there, it'll be protected. And probably even ND filters or something would be nice in there because of the padding. But you just have to remember you can't lay down its front for that because this is a back-loading bag, as I said. But one thing I like about this one a whole lot, it's a clamshell, so you unzip it and it folds to one side. And that's super handy. But the BGY Tech did that as well, but the shoulder straps were always in the way. They had a system where you could tuck them in, and I would do that sometimes, but this bag just opens up. It's just ready to work. You don't have to think twice about it. It's easy to organize, it's thin, and it holds a ton of stuff. Another thing that I really like, the shoulder straps are good. They're not the best. My Atlas straps are still more comfortable. I think the Shimoda design probably have a lock on that system, but I've not tried that bag. Shimoda, if you see this, feel free to send one my way. I would love to put some miles on it for you. So, long story short, of all the bags that I've carried through the years, how does this Hex Backloader stack up? Well, it kicks ass. It looks good, it does the job well, and it's just one of those things like you don't have to worry about it anymore. Does it do all the things I want it to do? No. But I think that's another common misconception, at least for me in the beginning. In the beginning, I was worried about my craft, not how to get all my craft from A to B so much as I didn't care. I had a way to get it there. But then the more I've worked and the more I've learned and grown, I realized like there are smoother ways and more efficient ways to get things where they need to be and stay organized and find the things you want to look and be more professional, which also led me to the epiphany, maybe if you will, that there just isn't one bag that's going to do all the things I want it to do. I could easily empty this bag out and use it for multiple purposes, but that's not what I want it to do. This is my camera bag. Currently in this bag is my Fuji GFX 50S with grip unattached, the Medicon 6514, which is huge, the Fujifilm X-H1 Sigma Art 18 to 35 EF mount with Fringer EF to XF adapter, the Medicon Speedmaster 35 0.95 XF mount for the Fuji system, all of my batteries, my drone Mavic 2 Air, the controller, my Shinobi monitor, my memory cards, and everything else that I carry daily. I do keep my film camera around my neck most of the time, so like I don't have to have a bag for that per se, my Nikon F30. So everything else is in this bag for the most part. Like I said earlier, I keep my video stuff in a Pelican case so I can roll it behind me and have two complete separate systems that do two completely separate jobs, and just keeps organized. It keeps kind of the mindset difference. Like I have this bag, I know what its purpose. If I have this box, I know what I'm doing today as well. So if you've tried this bag and you like it as much as I do, I'd love to hear why. Do you have a reason that you like it better than I do, or are there reasons or things that you would change? I'm curious because the more I use it, the more I like it. And typically it's the opposite. I had the Venta bag for a while that I borrowed from a friend of mine, Wes. Thanks again for that. And it was great and it held a lot, but it just wasn't comfortable. I mean, probably for urban carry, if you're just grabbing it on the way out the door, headed to work, it's probably fine. But I want a bag that I can also hike with a little bit. Have separate bags for hiking if I'm not carrying cameras, which is very rare. But I've got chest rigs, no fanny packs for this guy. Chest rig, it's different. And even at the moment, I currently have Wes's Peter McKinnon bag, and it is massive. It is beautiful, but it's just too big. I'm glad that I saw it first because I was very curious about it. But like having put my hands on it and seeing how it holds and works, like it's just not for me. It's beautiful, but it's just not for me. The Hex Backloader, I think mine's the version 1. It doesn't have the Rainfly, the version 2 has. And I think it's about the only difference that I've read. I'll drop a link below to the website if you wanted to pick one up yourself. I'll even leave links to my website, my Instagram, my Twitter. If you have questions or if there's something about this that you want me to touch on, the YKK zippers that are really, really well made, the intricate details, the hex cutouts on the zip pulls, the front storage compartment, it just works. I want to say thanks for sticking around to here. To all the new subscribers, super pumped to have you. This is fun for me. It's not a job. I don't come in here begging for subscribers and likes. Obviously, I appreciate them just like everybody else does. But I'm here because this is fun and it's informational. When I find a topic that I can't find all the information that I want personally on, I try to make a video diving into that because I feel like there's people out there probably like me that have other questions that maybe aren't getting addressed. But it's beautiful outside and it's hot in here, so I'm gonna get out and put some miles on the mountain bike. Look forward to talking to you soon. Until the next one.